Bitcoin just hit $66,179 and the market is absolutely screaming. Fear and greed index is at 14 out of 100. That's basically a historic low. Polymarket traders are betting 72% odds that Bitcoin drops below 55k. Whales are dumping coins on exchanges and liquidations hit 136 million in a single day. This is the most bearish setup we've seen in weeks, and today I'm breaking down what the data is actually telling us, why 50k is becoming the consciousness bottom, and most importantly, what you should be doing with your capital right now. Crypto fear and greed index is sitting at 14 out of 100. That's extreme fear, and we've been in this extreme fear zone for nearly 3 weeks straight, longer than we've stayed this low except for the 2022 bear market. What does 14 mean? It means the market is in panic mode, investors are terrified, but here's what's interesting. We've already bounced slightly from the historic lows of 5 that we saw earlier, so there's a tiny bit of hope creeping back in. But don't mistake a bounce from 5 to 14 as a relief. We're still in the deepest fear territory, and that matters because extreme fear for this long creates capitulation. Everyone who's going to panic sell probably already has. The weak hands are pretty much done. So historically, when sentiment stays this low for this long, reversals usually follow. But first, the data suggests we test lower prices. Now, on Polymarket, which is a real money prediction market where people are betting actual money on outcomes, the odds of Bitcoin dropping below 55k are at 72%, and that's massive. Think about that, what that means. Serious traders with real capital on the line think that there's a 7 in 10 chance Bitcoin drops another 11k from here. They're not guessing, they've researched this, they're putting money down. Now, the odds break down like this: 72% chance it goes below 55k, 61% below 50k, and 47% below 45k. So the consciousness bottom is somewhere in that 50 to 55k range. And this aligns with what analysts are saying too. Standard Chartered just predicted Bitcoin could test 50k before recovering to 100k later in 2026. CryptoQuant is saying 55k might be the ultimate market bottom. So the data, the predictions, and the professional analysis are all pointing to one scenario. Lower prices are pretty much coming. So now let's talk about what whales are doing. Bitcoin whales, the big holders, are actively sending coins to exchanges right now. And when whales send coins to exchanges, historically, that's followed by significant selling. CryptoQuant's exchange whale ratio metric just hit 70%. Levels above 70% have historically preceded major sell-offs. So that means that whales are not buying, they are loading up exchange wallets to sell. At the same time, old long-term holders are giving up and selling at a loss. You've got forced liquidations, traders getting liquidated because their positions went against them, and you've got retail panic selling. So right now, it's a perfect storm of selling pressure from multiple angles. Whale selling, long-term holders capitulating, liquidations forcing margin calls, retail panic. That creates a floor, though eventually everyone who wants to sell has sold, and that's when bounces happen. But we're probably not there yet. Now, let's talk about liquidations because this is brutal. Over the past 24 hours alone, 136,000 traders have been liquidated. That's not 136 people, that's 136,000 people getting their positions closed out. Total liquidations 458 million in a single day, and 92% of those were long positions, people who bet on Bitcoin going up. They got stopped out. So what does this create? Market inefficiency, desperation, forced selling from people who didn't want to sell. When you have this much forced liquidation pressure, price tends to find support pretty quickly. But again, we might not be at that support yet. The data is suggesting lower levels, the 50 to 55k zone that we talked about. Bitcoin's market cap just dropped to $1.31 trillion and fell to 15th place globally. It's now behind things like the Vanguard SP500 ETF and Berkshire Hathaway. That's a 440 billion drop this year alone. Bitcoin is down 48% from its October high of 126k, and the entire crypto market cap is down $760 billion. When you see market cap falling this hard, it tells you the selling is real and widespread. This isn't just Bitcoin, it's everything, and it creates risk of environment where even institutions are becoming becoming cautious. Now, here's the situation. Bitcoin is at $66,179. The data is screaming lower. Whales are selling. Institutions are wary. Sentiment is at historic lows. Everyone expects 50 to 55k. Does that mean it's guaranteed? No, markets don't work that way, but the probability is very high. Now, here's the important part. If you're a trader or if you're interested in trading during this volatility, you need a platform that's actually reliable, a platform that won't go down when you need it most, a platform where you can actually execute trades during these critical moments. Now, that's why I recommend Bitunix. It's a fast, secure trading platform where you can trade Bitcoin and other cryptos with confidence. When things are moving this fast and liquidations are happening, you need an exchange that can handle the volume and execute your trades instantly. I've set up an affiliate link in the description. Bitunix, if you sign up through that link, you get a better experience and you're supporting the channel. It's a win-win. Fast trading, secure platform, and good liquidity. So what's the actual play here? First, if you don't have capital deployed and you're waiting to buy, patience is rewarded in bear markets like this. Wait for 50 to 55k, don't rush. Second, if you're already holding Bitcoin, you've probably got unrealized losses. The key is not to panic sell. The whales are selling, the longs are getting liquidated, but the institutions that matter are waiting for lower levels to accumulate. Third, if you want to trade this volatility, you need a good platform. That's where Bitunix comes in. You can trade with confidence, knowing you've got fast execution and security. Reality is we're probably going lower before we go higher. The data is clear on that, but lower prices also create the biggest opportunities. Every major Bitcoin rally has started from extreme fear and capitulation. We're in that zone right now. So to recap, fear and greed is at 14, which is historic. Polymarket traders are 72% confident Bitcoin drops below 55k. Whales are selling, liquidations are massive, market cap is collapsing, and the consciousness is that 50 to 55k is probably the bottom, but we're not there yet. If you're looking to trade during this volatility, sign up for Bitunix using the link in the description. Fast, secure, good for timing these moves. And remember, extreme fear creates the best opportunities for patient capital. This sucks to watch if you're holding, but it's incredible if you've been saving dry powder. If you found this breakdown helpful, subscribe. I post analysis like this every week. Let me know in the comments, are you waiting for 50k or thinking Bitcoin bounces from here? Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you next time.